everybody, this is Lloyd with Just Got Played, and today I'm going to do another game unboxing. This is Ravensburger's Back to the Future Dice Through Time. Okay? I just picked this up from Target for clearance. They had it marked down to $9. It is 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up, and they don't have a time on here anywhere, so it's probably inside. But this came out roughly the same time as the other Back to the Future game, except this one's only got dice, and it doesn't have the little figurines. But there was some confusion when the two came out literally days apart from each other. So let's just go ahead and cut these little circles that Ravensburger loves to use on all of their mainstream games. All right, let's open it up and see what we've got inside. All right, so first off we have this game board that has a story on it. It says Dr. E. Brown 24-hour scientific services. This is a little story, which Ravensburger likes to do that with their games. The Horrified had a little storyline thing here, a little warning on there. That's like part of it. The Wonder Woman board also had something similar to this. So we'll just come back to the board. Let's take a look at the rule book. So this is Back to the Future Dice Through Time, the owner's manual. This is by Chris Letter, Ken Franklin, and Kevin Rogers. It does say the playtime here is 45 to 60 minutes. Let's just flip through, see what we have. So we have, the object of the game. We have a list of all the contents. I got setup. A nice little setup example of what the board's going to look like. Okay. We've got gameplay overview, all the parts of the steps, all the steps of the turn. What the little icons mean on the dice. Goes over event cards and stuff. Returning items, how Einstein tokens work, rippling dice. Goes over how to win the game. Then on the back just has credits and little flux capacitor artwork. Okay, so let's start with these. We've got 4 little DeLoreans here, right, and 4 player colors. So these are nothing fancy. I mean, I don't think they're as cool as the one that's in the other version of the game, but these are pretty cool. And they all come in different player colors, right? Let's pop those back into their little cubbies. Okay. We've got some standees, pretty standard, just little plastic standees here. Okay. Dice. So we've got different colored dice, 4 for each color. These are just printed, screen printed, so they're a little cheaper than normal. But they, have different sides. They're nothing special. They're dice. They roll. They are a little light, but yeah. I mean, can't really expect. This is really a $30 game. I got it for $9, but for a $30 game, you probably can't expect, die cut or custom engraved dice. So that's that. Let's see, we've got the little cards here. Right, so they went with little Euro size cards. So we have items from different time periods. Let's just take a look at those. So these are the items from 1885, which you can tell them. Oh, I guess not. Yeah, you can tell them. No, never mind. I lied. I thought you could tell them apart from the front and the back because of the color, but you can't. So let's just go through. We've got train, the makeshift skateboard, radiation suit, video camera, case of plutonium, power laces, Clara's telescope, Marty's skateboard, model time machine. So we've got, stuff from the movies you'll recognize. And those are the item cards. Here we have, these are just Back to the Future cards. So these are going to be, there's some fun art on them. They definitely went with a more, I don't know what style to call this. It's very clip arty. I mean, the art looks good, but it's very low detail. Like, none of the people have faces. They just have eyebrows and noses and stuff. It's very, everything's like two-toned. There's no shading. It's very flat. It's a cool look. And I think, that probably was done to help cut costs. Because the art is not very detailed, as you can see. All right. But all in all, it's got all custom artwork. Looks pretty cool. Let's take a look at the punch board here. So we got 2 sheets of tokens. We got some clock tokens. All right. Nothing special. It's a little thin compared to normal tokens. We've got your player standees, so you're playing as different people in each time period, right? So you've got your player standees. These are actually, sorry, you're playing as these. These are the Biffs from the different time periods. So you got 1955 Biff, 1985 Biff, 2015 Biff. So that's a nice little touch. Over here we've got, let's see, what is this token here? This is the first player marker, right? That just kind of fell right out. We've got this little out of time marker, which I don't even see that in the setup. I believe this just goes along the, it goes on the top there. That's the time marker. So that's the round counter, right? And then we've got some Einstein tokens, okay? Next up, looks like we've got the different player boards, which don't want to come open. So these could have been paper, but they're just a really thin cardboard, but that still gives them a little bit more weight, and they feel a little bit nicer than just having it be on paper. So it has your artwork for your character, tells you where you start, right? Everyone starts at the clock tower. Has your player order. Looks like everybody does the exact same thing, which is, your dice do the same thing for each time period. There's nothing special about them. I guess the only thing you really get special would be items from the different time periods, but you have, 1885, 1955, 1985, and then you have 2015, right? Okay, and then let's take a look at the game board. Which does not want to come open. There we go. So this is the game board. Which, as you can see, it has different time periods. Let me zoom out just a tiny bit. Or not. Let's just move this out of the way so we can see the whole board. Okay, so you have your out of time tracker, you have your event cards that come up, right? Event deck, Einstein tokens. So you have all the different spaces for each time period. And yeah, here's the out of time tracker that's now in frame since it was out of frame before. Your item cards go here, so there's item cards for each time period, and then you have events that are going to happen. Looks pretty okay. Nothing spectacular here with the board. Does fit in there nice though. It goes in there sideways to kind of lock them in. Let's put the instructions back in. That was Back to the Future, Dice Through Time by Ravensburger Games. This came out late last year, I think. Time's kind of, so I think 2019 is when this came out. But that is Back to the Future, Dice Through Time. If you have any questions, let us know. Thanks for watching.